Joel, Bob Schron, the Citizen. I know how proud you are of your team. How hard is this to accept?
It's hard because I feel like we had a pretty good chance of beating them, but I mean, they just got to give them a lot of respect. They play well. They play well together. They made some tough shots during the whole series, and they defended us pretty well too. So, got to give him a lot of credit. But he sucks. But you just gotta learn from it and come back next year and do better.
Jessica Camerato, NBC Sports Philadelphia. Joel, a bunch of your teammates said they felt like you guys had more to show in this season. Do you agree with them? And if so, what did you feel like you had left to show?
I mean, I feel like we have more. I mean, we got a lot of talented guys. We didn't play our best, you know. Some games, some guys were playing well, some games don't. But we feel like when everybody is on, we unbeatable. But we committed a lot of mistakes. We gotta learn from it. But we definitely have more to show.
Joel, Ian Begley, ESPN.com. On that last possession for you against Baines, when you had it in the post, what did you see on that play? How did it unfold from your perspective? And it looked like you tossed your mask away on that possession as well.
I did. I felt like it was, the way I thought about it, it was like, I mean, this could be the last possession of the season, so I need to be at my best, and felt like, although it wasn't, it was against the doctors and all those guys, I kind of tossed it aside. But but I mean, the play unfolded, and I mean, the refs, they had a great game. I thought they were great tonight, but I mean, I felt like there was something on that last play, but you can't really do anything about it. But they did a great job the whole night.
Joel, Owen Pence, Boston Globe. The fans seem to be chanting your name after that tech, and you seem to be egging them on. How much fun do you have kind of engaging with fans in these hostile environments?
I love it. I've said this before. I thrive in that type of situation, just being on the road. And I think the whole season, my numbers are actually better on the road than at home because I just get riled up. And I mean, when they act like that and they say that I suck, I mean, I just want to show them that, I don't, that I'm much better than you guys think. And I know they know that too, but it's just fun to me. And I mean, in that third quarter, that's when they were doing it, and I felt like I needed to take over, and it wasn't enough. But I mean, I love being in that type of environment, and it's just fun.
Joel, on your left. Brett Brown said that he told you guys before the playoffs and tonight that you would learn as much or more about yourselves and your game in this condensed time than you'd learned to this point. Do you think that that's true, and what did you learn about yourself and your team?
I learned a lot, going into series, Miami guarded us differently. And then you go into Boston, they're way better defensively, and they guarded us a certain way. So, it takes time to kind of figure it out, and literally every game is different. They throw different matchup, double teams, let you play by yourself or kind of a lot of digging. So that's why it gets complicated, just figuring out like what they're doing. And Boston got a great coach, and he makes a lot of adjustments in games. So it's kind of hard to like maneuver, but I felt like tonight, after watching a lot of tapes, I felt like I had them figured out. But that's how you figure it out on your own. And Coach said that, and I agree with him. I learned a lot about myself, and definitely I'm gonna be better.
Joel, Jeff Skaversky from 6ABC in Philadelphia. You guys obviously took a giant step forward this season. As much as this stinks tonight and this series was tough for you guys, looking forward in the big picture, this experience, how much is it going to help you take another giant step forward next year and beyond?
I feel like this season was kind of like a success. You know, our goal was to make the playoffs, and then we changed it, and then we wanted to get the third seed, and then it was the 50 wins, and then going into the playoffs, we felt like we had a really good chance, especially after winning 16 in a row. We felt like we had a good chance to get to at least the conference finals, and that was our goal. We didn't make it, but I mean, the whole season we changed the goals that we set at the beginning of the season. A lot of credit goes to coach, the coaching staff. They all did a great job. My teammates, they were amazing. We have a great group of guys. I hope they're all back next year because we understand each other. We play well with each other. You know, me and Ben, we have a lot of room to grow, and you know, I was thinking about it, just looking at KD and Westbrook, what they did the first season together. I think they only won like 28 games or something like that. Then, I mean, looking at what we did, we got a bright future. You know, like at the end of the game, he came up to me, was like, there's gonna be, show me his hands, and he was like, there's gonna be a lot of rings on this, and then I was like, for sure. So we got a bright future, and we gonna be fine. But I'm excited to learn from this stuff because I felt like we had a pretty good chance, but you just gotta learn from it, and gonna be fine.
Hey, Joel, Bill Burke from CNHI Sports Boston. About 6-7 months ago, from the Boston perspective, they expected to be here, maybe even go to the championship. Then they had their injuries and they've dealt with a lot. And then by the end of the year, teams were apparently trying to lose to play them. Now that you've played them, you went through a rough series here, back and forth. Tell me what your thoughts on Boston, maybe what people are missing about the Boston Celtics.
They're tough. Like I said, got to give them a lot of credit. That made us work for everything. You know, it was coming here from Miami was completely different. I thought Miami was more physical, but the talent wasn't there like Boston has. They got a lot of great young talent, and you got our Alpha. They did an amazing job this series. Got to give them a lot of credit, and then guys like Marcus Morris that were all excellent. And just like for us, it starts on defense. For them too, they did a great job guarding us, taking us out of our comfort zone. You know. They're really, a lot of people might underestimate them, but they're really good. You know, you can't be going into a series thinking that it's going to be easy just because they're missing their two best players. You know, Terry Rozier was amazing this series. All those guys, they did a great job, and Marcus Smart, coming back from his injury, did an amazing job guarding guys and, you know, making shots. So they're a really good team, and for the next decade, we're going to have a lot of fun battles.
Joel, this organization took a lot of heat for the way this team was built, and its willingness to lose for several years. You always embraced the notion of the process. From the perspective now that you're succeeding in the postseason, what about it appealed to you? Why was it such a big part of your identity?
What, the process?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we were trying to lose on purpose. Well, as far as the players, you know, no players in the league go out there every night and want to lose on purpose. You know, it was just unfortunate that it happened that way. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. Sam Mickey did an amazing job, and I mean, looking at everything we got, he's a big part of it. Got to give him a lot of credit. Coach, you know, he stayed with him, his system, within what he believed was gonna happen. And I mean, look at what he did this year. I mean, he went from 28 to 52 wins, and you know, the process. I've said this before. The process is never gonna end. takes a process to get to the playoffs. We did it. It's another one to get to the I wouldn't say the semifinals, but the conference finals. We didn't do it. So next year, that's definitely our goal. And then it's another one to get to the finals and win it. And then when you actually win it, you start the following year. You do it all over again. So the process is never going to end. But looking at where we are, it paid off. We have a bright future, great coaching staff, and hopefully, I hope that everybody's going to be here for a long time.